Right now, you are sitting on the edge of a decision, of a choice that you have to make that can rewrite your future. And it's your chance to put it into action today and not to miss the mark. This video it gets deep towards the end, but hope you stay tuned and love you guys. The way I look at it is you have two options. You can keep continuously looking for another way out, or you could double down in your acres of diamond. There's this book, Acres of Diamond. Earl Nightingale talks about acres of diamonds so much. And it's this one thing, and it's one decision away that can change and rewrite your future. To stay in the field you are in and go deeper, learn more about your field, understand the nuances. Instead of jumping to another opportunity, learn the skill sets that can pair with the skill sets you have currently in your field to take it to the next level. Keep in mind, yes, other vehicles have different opportunities, but keep in this mind as well. Every vehicle will have its pains, will have its growth, will have its struggles. Do not think that because of somebody else's greener pastures that for you to switch over there because it's greener. It might be greener because they water it. It might be greener because they just water it more. They take care of it more. And in the Bible, it talks about this all the time. To whom can take care of a little, to whom can take care of the little they have, more will be given to them. And the question is this, it's not, hey, I want more, I want more, I want more. The question is, can you already handle what you have before more is given to you? You're one decision, one key factor away. It's picking something, picking one thing. I mean, my buddy, we all talk about this. And I think it needs to be emphasized more now in a world of distraction is picking one thing and giving it enough time for it to come to fruition. Picking one thing, planting that seed. Think of a tree, planting a seed in the ground. You cannot prematurely eat the fruit of the tree without it going through its seasons, without it going through its growth, without it going through years of nothingness for it to turn into a tree that bears fruit. And we think it's somehow different for our lives. We want the instantaneous success, but in reality, we need to wait. We need to wait and do the simple things. We need to wait. We need to continuously march one foot in front of the other. This is one decision away from, instead of jumping ships and relearning everything from the beginning, it's staying there long enough for it to come to fruition. And keep in mind, if you do jump ships, you have to start from zero. You have to relearn everything in that endeavor. It's a new skill set. You knew everything in order to succeed in that new endeavor. And the thing is this, me and my friend had a wonderful conversation this morning. We talked about, hey, there's no point of switching into a different opportunity. Why not just go deeper in the opportunity you're in? I'm in mortgages. He's in pharmacy, right? Why would I jump over to pharmacy and him come over to real estate? That just doesn't make sense. It's go deeper into that field, and while you're going deeper, pick up different skill sets that you can bring over into your field. Learn something more, continuously learning to bring it to the current field to help you grow in that field. Keep in mind that the same growth pains that I had early on in my career is the same growth pains he had in different aspects. The principles and foundation are the same, but the nuances are different, right? The lingo is different, but the principles are still the same. And the principles are the backbone, but how do you flavor? The flavor is different. Everything is different. And the thing is, you're one decision away to rewrite your future. It starts with a goal. It starts with something in mind. If you're feeling lost, it really is this one thing. It starts with a goal, having a vision of the end process. Who do you see yourself in 2, 3, 5, 10 years? Who do you want to become? Like, what is it that you want to wield, to maintain, to have, to steward, and bringing that future person now. Which attributes do you need to muster up outside of yourself? What attributes do you need to pull from the inside for that person to come to fruition? What attributes does that future self have that you need to bring now? So it starts with the goal. It starts with not even a roadmap. It's just a North Star. Hey, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, what I want to do. It's a North Star, and from there you put one foot in front of the other and realize that you will not know everything. And to switch to a different opportunity prematurely when the tree hasn't even grown. And with the tree just hasn't grown, give it time to grow. I have to keep telling myself this over and over again because we see people online. We see people online have multiple opportunities, these crazy opportunities. Oh, do this, do this, do this, do this. And every day, every week, it's a different opportunity that comes up. And we think in our whole hearts that we need to go to that opportunity to make it happen. That we're in the wrong opportunity, but it's not the case. We just need to go deeper. We need to study more about the field we're in. There's a story of a farmer who had farms with, we know, are diamonds in that farm, in that land, that bare land. The farmer thought, what are these stupid little rocks? What are these rocks? What are these rocks? I want grass on my field. I want trees on my field. I don't want these stupid rocks. And then he would look at other people's farms. Oh, look, that person has this farm. Oh, look, that person has this farm. Oh, look, that person has this farm. And he's like, I don't want this farm. I'm just gonna sell it off for dirt cheap, get rid of it because nobody wants these stupid little rocks. Sells the farm for super cheap to somebody who knows the land, to somebody who understands the ins and outs, who studied the land, right? And who came in and was like, dude, this guy didn't study in his own field, in his own land, and this guy's been sitting on diamonds. Sitting on diamonds, and the other farmer is out there chasing another rabbit, chasing something else. And to realize at the end of the day, the acres were in his own farm. No, sorry, the diamonds were in his own acreage. And we tend to forget that. It's to go deeper into something, not to go deeper into something, not go wide. You can go wide once you've gone deep enough. Become so good at what you do, and that's one vehicle that you can now venture out because you're standing authority. Do you know everything about your field? Do you know the ins and outs of your field? For me, I'm in loans. I know how to originate loans. I can do them really well. I know the systems, but do I know everything about loans? How it's sold to secondary marketing, how it's sold on the back end, how a loan is packaged, how a loan is serviced. Do I know everything about that? I don't. And to say that I have a different opportunity in somewhere else and I haven't even gone deep enough in my own opportunity, switch over to pharmacy, if I switch over to anything else, am I going to just go surface level just to get the job done? Or am I going to go deeper and learn the ins and outs of how things are packaged? Then the emergence of AI coming through. AI will crush people who are not wanting to go deep. They will crush people who are a mile wide, who are skilled at nothing, and don't have these attributes behind them, and AI will crush them all. That is who should be afraid right now. In the AI market that's coming up, it should be the people who have gone a mile wide and an inch deep. A mile wide and an inch deep. Why? Because they're not experts. They're not good at what they do. What is the number one thing of business? Can you solve a problem? Right? Can you solve a problem? Simple. Boils down to this. Can you solve a problem? People haven't gone deep enough to solve deep enough problems. And what does that resolve? Low value to the marketplace. AI will come and AI will take your job. Simple as that. And that's the harsh reality because we haven't gone deep enough in our particular field to be standing there as authoritative figures of people who can come to us for advice, for background, how to operate, how to move, even AI, how can we program AI? I don't know much about AI. See, that's another thing. Just don't know enough about AI. And that's something that I need to learn. Why? Because that's another skill set in this emerging economy. How can I bring AI into the mortgage playing field before other people can do it, which is perfect because also something you have to keep in mind that early adopters, they are the ones who make the mistakes. Let them make mistakes, and we come in and evolve whatever the early adopters brought in. There's a stage, it's called I think it's called crossing the chasm. And there's early adopters. They're a little bit too early to the playing field. They're a little bit too early before technology gets there. They come in, they make too many mistakes, and then come the adopters right after that. And they are the ones who come in, and they are the ones who are able to improvise on all the mistakes that the early adopters make. The early adopters, the issue they face is that they burn and churn, and everything's so expensive to produce because nobody has done it. The people after that, they can come in, they can innovate really quickly, and they know what works, they know what doesn't work, and they run with that. And the thing is this: can you run with it? Can you run with it? Can you run with one thing long enough for it to come to fruition? And I want to keep beating on the drum, but can you do enough for it to make anything work? Can you do something long enough where you understand it, where you're a figure of knowledge, where you are the resource, you are the lighthouse, where people come and like, hey, this guy knows. If we have issues, come to this guy. Or are you just that person who just grazes by? Or are you a person who's lost? Just don't know where to go, what to do, how to do it. Just don't know where to start. And it comes from a goal. It really comes from a goal. And this is one of my things. How can I pull goals out of people? How can I extract people's goals from their future vision? And how can I pull a goal out from you, right? Because everybody has their own goal. God's planted a seed inside of everybody to grow into this person or this person that they want to be. Everybody has their own desires. In the Bible, it talks about God gives us the ability to produce wealth, right? So number one is that we do have the ability to produce it, but we do have something in us that wants to produce wealth, and God's the one who planted the seed in there. He's given each one of us different abilities, different talents, different resources, different tool sets, everything. Everybody is uniquely different. It's how can you understand? How can you pick your goal, your vision? How can you pull it out of you? Not being distracted about what you see around you or the social media and getting jumping ships. How can you pull that seed out from inside of you and pop it down into a game plan? And that's where I struggled the most in the beginning. And I've tried to create multiple game plans for people. And this is just totally out of the blue. If you guys are interested in that, let me know. Just shoot me a DM or shoot me a comment or something like that. Let me know, because this one decision will, in fact, change your life. Picking a goal, staying with the goal, doing the task daily to become really good at what you do, long enough for it to pay off. It may take you 5 years, may take you 2 years, 3 years to accomplish something, because now you built up the skill sets, now you build up your talking points, now you've built up the attributes to be successful. And now it's your time to shine. And now then once you reach the place, once you reach the promised land, then it's time for you to go back and give back and help people who were in your situation before. That's one of my things. And Joshua, he talks about this in Joshua, where they make it to the promised land, what their forefathers couldn't do. They made it, but it's not time for them to rest. Could I just pay off my house and just chill and not do anything, not do what I do? Yes, I can, but do I want to do that? Like one dream and one vision that God's given me is, yeah, you and your family are cool, man. Like, yeah, you're cool. Family's cool now. Like, they're not stressed about money, finances, and stuff. But what about the people that are still over there on the other side of the bridge? On the other side of the bridge, who are struggling, who just don't know and what they don't know, and they need help. And you're over here living in your tower and you're in your castle and you're chilling, you're fine. You know, growing up, like I was so stressed out about money, it was crazy. Um, it's crazy that we were talking about this, but it was so stressed out about money. I remember in high school, so stressed out, like don't come from much. My car, it was given to us from somebody who paid him 500 bucks. It would stall. So stressed. I would have to time the car perfectly in order for it to start. And I would go into my job at JC Penney and I sold credit cards and I did well. I crushed it. It was number one and stuff like that. And it was cool. But for some reason, I was just so still stressed out about money that I started getting, I think it's alopecia. I started getting bald spots in the back of my head because I was so stressed out at home because of finance, because I saw my parents struggle and all that. And I think that's what kind of excelled me to continuously keep pushing and to pay it back forward. And just try to be humble as much as possible because remember, there was a point where I had alopecia because of financial stresses. And that's what people know. That's if you're looking at it, if you're listening to this video this far, that's something that nobody ever sees. I got alopecia because I was so stressed out about money. I was like 16, 17, 18 years old. And, it was tough. It was a tough time. And growing up was tough, but just praying to God, reading the Bible, and then applying the skill sets, applying the knowledge in the Bible and all the mentors. The Bible talks about having mentors, applying all of those to my life. And that's what changed everything. And that's what changed everything. And that's what's going to continue to change everything. And if you're watching this far, man, like I never talk about this, but you're listening. And from here, it's just hopefully I can lend a hand to somebody. And if you ever have any goals that you want to like, hey, how can I implement goals? How can I start with the goal setting and everything? Just shoot me a comment. Now I'll try to see if I can help out and maybe schedule a call or something, see where it goes, and then see what happens. Other than that, stay blessed by the best, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.